The KwaZulu-Natal ANC will now focus on who will lead the province as premier. It's after Sinhle Zikalala resigned on Thursday after he lost the party's provincial elective conference. Some of the candidates that are likely to replace Zikalala as premier include MEC, the finance MEC that is, Nomusa Dube-Ncube, Bani and Mbali Frazer. While we're joined by the ANC KZN Ethekwini region's Ntando, Khuzwayo. Ntando, good evening to you. Thanks for your time. How soon are we likely to know who exactly will be likely to take over from Sinhle Zikalala as Premier of KZN?
Good evening, Katie, and good evening to the viewers. As to how soon, I'm not sure. I'm just like you. I'm in the dark. It's an ANC internal matter. So how the ANC processes it, of course, working together with the president, as you know, that 3 names have been submitted to the president, but we are hopeful that very soon this matter will be resolved and we will know who's going to be premier.
I'm imagining that you wouldn't want a situation where there is a vacuum that has been created for too long, so keeping that post open for longer than is necessary.
No, absolutely. And we must commend the newly elected leadership of this province for acting swiftly on this matter. When the premier resigned, they acted swiftly and submitted 3 names to the president for his consideration, which is an indication that they also, like all of us here in KZN, want this office not to be left unattended. So, of course, it's now up to the president to decide on what's going to happen. But the manner in which the PEC has acted with regards to this matter has been very swift. It's that of a leadership that is really committed to ensuring that the province is led at all times, and then that there is a premier, there is an executive in office conducting the work of government.
Either way, we're looking at a situation where, in as far as leadership in the premiership position is concerned, KZN will be making history.
Absolutely. And it's another a round of applause to the newly elected PEC. For the very first time, it has submitted 3 female names to the president for his consideration. So we are quite sure that we're definitely going to have a female premier. It's an exciting time for us as KZN. In its true nature, the ANC is a non-sexist organization. So it's quite telling when KZN decides that it's time now that the baton is given to a female to lead this province, which I think it's really a good thing for women emancipation, but also for its own existence. The ANC as a non-sexist organization, it really is reflective of an organization that is growing and is able to create leaders of all genders.
Non-sexist in policy, but certainly in action, a lot needing to be improved on. And I think if one goes back to even the conference that was held in KZN, it was Nomusa Dube who was incredibly critical of the fact that it had even taken so long for a woman to rise up to the kind of position that she has in the provincial executive.
Yeah, well, that may be true if you look at it in that manner, but the reality is that the majority of the PEC members in this current PEC are female. So you have more females than males, and that's the policy of the ANC. In any conference, you have to elect more women than men. So even with this PEC, it's reflective of that. There is more females in the PEC than there are men, so we are quite happy.
All right. So you say in terms of a decision, will it be tomorrow?
Well, I can't really say. I think now it's up to the president to decide on when we get the decision. But we are really hopeful that this matter is going to be treated with the agency that it deserves. The people of KZN want certainty, as you also want. But also over and above that, you know that it's a province that has gone through quite a number of things with the floods and also the other problem that we've been experiencing as a province. We really need to have leadership in office in terms of government, ensuring that the services are brought to the people. And I'm sure, because the ANC has shown that it is committed to this, that the president will also ensure that this happens as soon as possible.
ANC KZN Ethekwini region's Ntando Khuzwayo. Let's leave it there for tonight.